The Afghanistan crisis actually began in 1978 when there was a pro-Soviet coup in Afghanistan which overthrew the Republican regime and declared Afghanistan as a democratic republic with a close alliance with the Soviet Union, and that was at the height of the Cold War. But of course, the group of communists who took over power in Kabul was very, very small, terribly inexperienced, and did not have any historical legitimacy. And as a result, they were not in a position to really manage the country. Osama bin Laden, the leader of Al-Qaeda, also brought in fighters to support the Taliban. So that laid the foundations for a relationship between Taliban and Al-Qaeda. But this relationship would have not really taken place unless it had the support of a major government or a military intelligence, and that was Pakistan. Afghanistan's other neighbors closed their borders to the country. And it was only this treacherous long border between Afghanistan and Pakistan which was really open so that Al-Qaeda operatives can get in and out through a Pakistani border. Yet Pakistan has always denied that they've been behind the Taliban, and yet the Taliban had their leadership based in Quetta, the capital of Balochistan in Pakistan, and the Taliban have been freely crossing the border between Afghanistan and Pakistan. So without having the shelters in Pakistan and receiving the logistic support, they would have not been able to achieve what they have really achieved. The Americans were very successful in overthrowing the Taliban regime, but they didn't really defeat the Taliban because the many Taliban leaders and their fighters, they also either disappeared in the treacherous landscape of Afghanistan or they just crossed the border into Pakistan. They've all come to transform Afghanistan according to their ideological and geopolitical interests, and they've all failed in one form or another. And this is something that major powers will have to learn, that their interventions have not paid off, and they have actually lost small wars, big powers losing small wars in a country like Afghanistan. But of course, this has been at a very high price for the Afghan people. I mean, the Afghan people have suffered enormously in both human and material terms. And of course, now they've all fallen into the hands of the very people that the Americans came to defeat, and that is the Taliban. World powers which are involved in Afghanistan have to really adopt a different approach to a country like Afghanistan, whereby they could actually benefit the Afghan people and at the same time, preserve their own regional and international interests.